I have with me Mr. Anuj, Rajain, CEO Soteria. Mr. Anuj, welcome to Business World.
Thank you so much.
So, you have been bestowed with the award today. Tell our viewers what this award means to you, what it symbolizes.
Well, I've been in this industry for quite a while now, and technology has been a really integral part of what I do. And working in a service-related industry and bringing in technology into it is quite a feat to achieve. And when BW Business World also recognized the same achievement, we feel quite proud about it. It feels as if we've arrived, that we've delivered something tangible.
Okay. So, if you have to explain the integration of security into technology, how difficult is it? What is the importance of it? You can just enlighten us all.
Sure. If you were to ask me this question about 5 or 6 years ago, I would have said it's very challenging. The industry we work in was a very manpower intensive industry, and educating someone that technology can be a good complementing factor itself was a very uphill task for us. But various reasons such as COVID and companies having more restricted budget has allowed us to have a way more easy segue into the integration of machine and man. Like someone said, it's not the machine, it's the man who's driving that machine. That's what we state here, that in integration it's not just a machine or a man, it's the amalgamation of both that gives the desired result, and it's basically ROI through that integration that speaks about how we deliver something.
All right. So your company basically it monitors the SOPs of the companies, and you're basically providing service there. If you have to tell me how do you plan, or how have you enhanced the efficiency of the people working? Just tell our viewers what extra do you do, your plans on?
Sure. So we try to onboard a client where they have a problem statement of trying to bring more operational efficiency through having stronger operational SOPs or control over the stronger of the SOPs. I'll pick up an example that we've been doing for the last 5 years. We service a gold loan client which has multiple locations. Their problem statement was that each transaction that their branch used to do would take about 19 minutes, and our task was how would our surveillance and how our SOP monitoring would allow that transaction time to shrink. And with various technologies and various AI related services, we've been able to bring that time down quite substantially, and that gives not only the client but their end users quite a good satisfaction.
So time efficiency is the key here. Going forward with we are entering a phase where new technology is something which is looked upon, we have a lot of hope from that. How do you plan to integrate new technologies like AI and IoT devices, to get into the behavioral aspect of people? How, and in order to monitor them efficiently, leveraging the entire monitoring thing. Your comments on this?
Well, I believe in this part we've been quite ahead of time. If we talk about AI, if we talk about integration of IoT, we've been doing that since 2018. And the only reason why we were not able to have a faster pace at it was the acceptance rate in the market. Up until we didn't know about ChatGPT AI, no one knew the benefits or the cons of what that technology could do. It's only when something comes to awareness, it allows the actual developers or users to push it forward in the right direction. That being said, AI is, I think, quite integral for all of us. We might not know, but the data points that we have these days, be it a mobile phone numbers, be it our Aadhaar cards, or being actually going to an airport or a train station, all of these data points are being collected to have a more efficient AI platform monitoring them. It's so much of data, and AI allows us to churn that data faster and gives us a more realistic view of delivering a more operational outcome.
Definitely. And last question that I'd like to ask you is, as you rightly mentioned that with AI and other adoption of technologies, the data part also comes in handy. And there are apprehensions towards that also, how to safeguard that data. So over that, if you can comment, what what protocols or what mechanisms do you deploy in order to ensure safety of cyber security? Just over.
Sure. So for us, we've been lucky. We started our journey in the technology space by having a banking client, and as we know, banking customers or banks in India have the most stringent data privacy points or reasonings. So with that, we were able to have a more stringent thought process on how to protect our data, process our data, and protect it from outside elements. I would say the most recent Data Protection Act that's being passed in the Parliament allows us to then further solidify on that thought that the data that we extract or use from a client location, one rests in India, rests in physical servers that we know, and those servers are obviously assessed by the government bodies of having the right protocols. Secondly, we've tried to ensure that the data we get from our command center and the client location runs through our private tunnel.
Okay.
So that allows us to have this physical tunnel that cannot be breached by any outside connect. With that, we know that if there's a cybersecurity challenge, it's only the servers at our end that can be exposed, which do not have any data on them.
Okay.
Everything is processed on cloud or in our private tunnel, so we get safeguarded.